It's like whenever you watch those videos on TikTok with recipes, and people will just watch a bean soup video and they'll be like, can I do this without the beans? Like, bro, just don't cook it. Like, don't cook it at that point. What do you mean? Or a salad. Like, can I leave out the tomatoes? Yes, dude, it's a salad. Just do whatever. So this is the bright side of Dylan's journey. I think there is a counterpart to this as well. So I assume this will be some sort of recipes that went well or something like that. That's what I think this is.
Ambrosia from 1951. So mid-century America has produced many suspect salads, many of which continue to leak out of the angsty states of Wisconsin and Minnesota. However, Ambrosia is arguably the one that started them all, the pioneer, if you will, and today we're going to see if that's a good thing. Start by draining 1.5 pounds of mandarin oranges, pound of maraschino cherries, and 20 ounces of pineapple. Time for 1.25 cups of cream whipped. Keep it.
So far, this sounds delicious. Like fruit and cream? Okay, I'm curious.
Mind, this is a salad. Yes, I like to whip cream by hand. It's a lot more intimate. Now in goes 1/2 cup of sour cream and 1/2 cup of coconut.
Okay.
Chop the cherries and 1 cup of walnuts. Sure, walnuts aren't my favorite, but I've been known to never turn down a nut.
So I might have a walnut allergy actually. Whenever I eat it, my tongue hurts. I don't know if that's an allergy thing or if that's just something that walnuts do. But yeah, I don't like them very much. But for the sake of this, I would probably try them just because this recipe so far looks pretty good. Let's see how it turns out in the end. Maybe it will go really bad.
In goes the cherries, pineapple, mix. Just like me, the mandarin oranges are a delicate fruit, so they go in last. You know, this actually looks pretty good. To the fridge. Once you're ready to serve, you fold in 2 cups of marshmallows.
That sounds delicious! What?
This has to be the most 50s thing ever.
It looks iconic. Like, it's a mess. Let's be for real. This is a messy recipe, but kind of in a good way. Sometimes messy foods can be really delicious, and I just feel like the amount of fruits, whipped cream, coconut, it all sounds pretty good. I would definitely try this. Actually, I would be curious to try some of these recipes myself.
You know what? I like this one. It's quite pleasant. Anzac biscuits from the Great War. In Australia and New Zealand, this recipe is actually protected by law. Bake it wrong, to jail! I mean, not really, but you wouldn't want to get them angry. They have kangaroos. 1 cup of oats. I love
Not just kangaroos, bestie. You should watch some more Pars videos. Oh man, Australia.
oats. They taste like grandparents. I mean, they don't taste like... You know what I mean? 1 cup of flour. Then 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Not shredded, not sweetened. I'm talking dried flakes. Gonna need some head and shoulders for that. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now into a saucepan goes 10 tablespoons of butter. I did have to...
10 tablespoons? What kind of recipe is this? That looked like a huge chunk of butter.
Convert this entire recipe from grams into freedom units. Then 1/4 cup of golden syrup. Once the butter melts, we remove and add a teaspoon of baking soda. It's weird. It's foamy. Mix. 350 for 12 minutes.
Oh, so it's like cookies in the end. I see. I don't know, they might be a bit too buttery for me. I don't know if I would try this one. I'm also not a big fan of oat cookies. But they seem to be good.
Boy, howdy. Crispy but chewy. Good biscuit. Apple cider cookies from 1973. Yes, we humans have...
I love all type of apple desserts. Granted, apple cider isn't the same as apple, but still, maybe it would go into the direction that I like.
I've been baking with apples since the first time somebody baked with an apple. And today we're going to be continuing that tradition. Start with 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's a lot of butter, Miss Pillsbury. 1 cup of brown sugar.
I like that I was complaining about the amount of butter in the recipe before, but now it involves apples, so I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll eat it. I have this apple crumble recipe that I really love, and it also has a shit ton of butter, but it's so delicious. Anytime I have it, it's like the most scrumptious treat that I get for myself. It's so good. I actually need to bake it again sometime.
Cup of sugar. Full disclosure, I picked this recipe because it looked good. I don't always like to destroy my taste buds, you know. But I go, one, now for 2 cups of flour, pinch of salt, teaspoon of floof soda, that's baking soda, and apple pie spice. What's apple pie spice? Let me tell you. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, allspice, ground ginger, ground cardamom, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh dear.
Anything with cinnamon is a win.
It's gonna be a little cinnamon heavy. Now we finally chop an apple of our choosing. I chose this one. to die. Quarter cup of apple cider. Get in. It's not November
Oh.
yet, so we're cleared for some optional nuts. Mix. Chill time. $3.50 for about 17 minutes. Hello, little one.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I'd probably vibe with this. This one looks good.
Icing. 3 tablespoons of melted butter.
Icing?
A cup of cider. Then we add powdered sugar until it's thick.
Ooh.
Oh yes, you will love these. They are the taste of the season. Avocado bread from 73.
For me, avocado always tastes so bland, but I realized that like avocado bread is probably a sweet recipe. So it would probably be similar to like pumpkin bread or banana bread, where it would probably taste pretty good.
Yes, it seems that before millennials discovered avocado on toast, their forefathers wanted to skip a few steps and just put the avocado directly in the bread. We're gonna see if they were onto something. Of course, they were onto a lot of things back then. We begin with 2 very ripe avocados. Time to open you up. Good morning. Now in goes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So the avocado is the only source of fat in this recipe, so instead of creaming sugar into butter, we're just creaming the fruit, which is something I happen to be familiar with. Time for 3... Well, 3 eggs. Beat thoroughly. For the dry ingredients, we mix together 2 cups of flour with 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. That's baking powder.
I'm actually curious if the bread is gonna be green in the end, because at first mixture it was pretty green.
Combine the 2, fold, in you go. We seem to be making guacamole. $3.50 for about 45 to 50 minutes. Whoa, look at how good it looks.
Oh, okay, green inside, not on the outside. I think any sweet bread, you can't go wrong, right? No matter what you add. I've had pumpkin bread, I've had banana bread so far, those 2. Those were both fantastic. I just can imagine like most things that you would add to the bread would probably give it like a little bit of a different note, but it would still be delicious.
No way. Ooh, this tastes amazing. I'm so confused. Because there's no butter, there's no oil, there's no milk, just fruit.
So would that make it a bit healthier? Or is avocado quite fatty? Forgive me for my weak knowledge on the avocado, but I literally never eat it because it doesn't taste like anything to me. So I don't know the nutritional value of it.
Fruit. Avocado ice cream
Ooh.
from 1946.
Okay, we're going into the avocado pipeline. Let's go.
This is fascinating because it seems chronologically wrong to find this in a 1940s cookbook, which means it must be pretty special, or that time-traveling keto athleisure influencers exist. You know, people who follow strange concepts like exercise. Into a saucepan goes a 1/2 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 2 cups of milk. Moon juice! Now we scald this, so bring it to a simmer, but not a boil. Fire! Into a separate bowl goes 2 eggs. Beat. While whisking, we cook the eggs by slowly pouring in the hot milk.
Oh, that's like creme brulee, I think. I tried to make that and it failed horribly. Like the egg became just like scrambled. So not a good idea for me.
Goes a cup of heavy cream and 2 avocados mashed. I'm going to force mine through a sieve. And finally, the juice of a lemon. Beat thoroughly. Just freeze until firm. Good morning. Am I really about to have ice cream for breakfast? It's destiny.
Ooh, it looks so good.
Whoa. Yes, that works.
But for me, that kind of makes sense because avocado tastes like nothing. So it would just taste like sugar, right? I'm sorry, I'm such an avocado hater.
Really quite nice. It is a bit icy, more of a sherbet, but it's a no churn, so I can't complain. It is a lovely, delicate taste. An avocado pie from 66.
What's with the avocados?
Graham cracker crust. 5 tablespoons of melted Paula Deen. Unsalted. She must be in a good mood today. Dash of sugar. I don't know how big your dash is. Remember the edges, Dylan. The edges! Blind bake the shell for 15. Avocados. 3. Ooh, it's a boy. Delicious. Howdy. Cream cheese. Sweetened condensed milk. This is from 1938. It's only electrocuted me twice. Woo! Yes, sir. You need the juice of 2 limes. Woo! Smells like the war. Chill time. Good morning.
Looks alright, honestly.
You know what? This is doing something for me. It's rather eccentric, but very smooth and quite light. That right there is a summer pie. A bean pie from the 1920s.
Ooh, beans. I don't know about that one. But I'm also, second fun fact, I'm a bean disliker. Or not a disliker. I'll eat them, but I wouldn't go for them if I had the choice.
Beans, you heard me. Now these took a long bath last night. Good night. Good morning. Time to cook them. Fire! Pastry! Gotta use your fingies. Thank you for cooperating today. Bean rebellion! 2 cups of flour. Yummy, yummy. Cinnamon, mo juice, eggy. How many? I don't know. It just says eggs. Sugar. Oh dear. 4. Did you just kill my blender? Hello? This is personal now. You swung first. Checkmate. Looks horrifying. Let's slow down for a bit.
Honestly, it doesn't even look good. I don't know. It's like, who had the idea to make a pie or a cake with beans? I assume maybe they had nothing else at home. Or maybe it was, since these recipes are pretty old, maybe it was due to historical events at the time or something like that. Honestly, I didn't catch what year this recipe is from, so I don't know about this one, but maybe there was just no other ingredients. That would be fair then to make a pie out of beans. At that point, you're like, yo, well, let's just do the best with what we have, right?
Nothing makes sense anymore. Why are you good? You have a bag of beans in you.
Hi guys, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
A carrot pie from 1919.
Ooh, carrot pies are good.
19. Before pumpkin pie became king, people ate this. Now they're dead. Pound of carrots. What? Reloading. I just love this. Water. Fire.
I would hate that. Like, grating carrots must be the most annoying thing in the kitchen ever.
Time for pastry. Welcome to the world. It's awful.
He's so right about that.
Get in. Moo juice. Only a half cup of sugar. It's time for some eggy ginger. Cinnamon. Time's up. Combine all ingredients except for pie shell. Were you really worried that I was going to mix in a fully constructed pie shell into this? I'm a fool, not an idiot.
Look. You may not be an idiot. Lots of people out there are. Apparently they knew that back in 1919. It's like whenever you watch those videos on TikTok with recipes, and people will just watch a bean soup video and they'll be like, can I do this without the beans? Like, bro, just don't cook it. Like, don't cook it at that point. What do you mean? Or a salad. Like, can I leave out the tomatoes? Yes, dude, it's a salad. Just do whatever.
It's frighteningly liquid. Who are you? Fascinating.
Come on, it's carrot cake. Isn't carrot cake a famous dessert? I felt like carrot cake was pretty normal, no?
It's a pumpkin pie imposter. Bit chewier, but elsewise lovely. A chocolate beet cake from 66.
That sounds interesting. Hey, chocolate can't do wrong,
Now,
right?
look, I'm no stranger to cakes with bizarre ingredients, but I think the use of pickled beets is the most unorthodox.
Pickled?
We start by blending our 15-ounce can of pickled beets. Juice and all, honey. There seems to have been a murder. Now into a bowl goes a half cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar, a bit of nilla, 3 eggs. Whisk vigorously. In go the beets. Oh, it's pink. For the dry ingredients, we need 2 cups of flour, third of a cup of cocoa.
Pink cake? That sounds delicious. Well, actually, it doesn't sound delicious, but it sounds beautiful.
2 pinches of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda. But there's no acid. Oh, the beets! They might be onto something. Get in. Fold. Oh, it's like velvet. About 50 minutes at 375.
It looks really pretty right now.
For the ganache, we need a half cup of cream and 4 ounces of chocolate over very low heat. Fire! Just until the chocolate melts and everything is smooth. Oh my.
Okay, honestly, it's less pink than I thought it would be, which disappoints me a little. But I feel like this would be fine, right?
Son of a... It's fantastic. Beets? What's next? A chocolate mayonnaise cake.
Mayonnaise! Okay, look. I was accepting of all the other ingredients because they were not that outlandish to me. But mayonnaise? Are you crazy?
56. This has been my most requested cake. Of course, it's the mayonnaise, flour, sugar, floofers. Today you will rise. Powdered cocoa. Why she smells like chocolate. Mayonnaise. And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe, unauthorized cup of mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. You know, it's horrible now, but I hope it turns out okay. Like children. I'm sending you to summer camp. For the frosting, we boil milk, sugar, cocoa, and margarine. Fire! beet in mayonnaise. To the chocolate. Do you keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens. Holy fuck. Fantastic.
But what's the difference to like a regular chocolate cake is what I'm wondering. Because mayo, yeah, it's flavorful, but would it really win against like a bunch of sugar and chocolate? Probably not, right? I feel like mayo is probably nutrition-wise unhealthier than just regular cake ingredients, right? Although those are also not really healthy, so
Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate sauerkraut cake.
what? Never mind. Mayo, acceptable, fine ingredient. We love mayo cakes in this house. Who the fuck put sauerkraut on a fucking cake?
From 48. Thought this was a joke. Turns out I'm the joke. Sauerkraut. A whole cup. Soak in water and then drain. Better. 1.5 cups of sugar. Cream time. You can use a mixer. I just do this to feel something. Eggies 3. Flour. 1/2 cup of cuckoo. Baking powder. Water. Yummy. Fold in sauerkraut carefully. Or what? I'm gonna ruin your disaster? Can a cake be tried for treason? In she go. I know it's open. Sleep tight. Wow. Bring buttercream and chocolate to a boil. Fire. Okay. No. Incredible. It feels like coconut. I don't taste sauerkraut. Either chocolate fixes everything or this is alchemy.
I think it's the chocolate, low key. Like, I can't imagine it. I'd have to try it myself, honestly.
Chocolate zucchini bread from 1968.
That sounds okay. It's
now
bread.
When I think of zucchini, I think of good barbecue, summer salads. Men.
Please, I'll be real. I don't eat zucchini. I think it tastes like nothing. I don't know. The last time I ate it is so long ago that I don't remember how it tastes. That's why I'm saying I don't know. But I think it would probably not be offensive, especially mixed with chocolate in a bread. In a bread, everything tastes good.
It's not dessert, but we start such a dessert with a cup of flour, 1/2 cup of cuckoo, chocolate bite, and a teaspoon of floof soda. Now we melt a 1/4 cup of margarine. Beep. A 1/4 cup of an oil of my choosing. Guessing 10W30 wouldn't work. Cup of brown sugar. 2 eggs. For the zucchini, we need 1.5 cups shredded, skin and all. I hate zucchini. Doesn't taste bad, it just makes me feel insufficient. Wet. Dry.
Damn.
This isn't just a chocolate cake recipe with a bit of zucchini. No, this has more zucchini than flour. 50 minutes at 350. Goodness gracious. Cease and desist.
It's bread.
It's really quite brilliant. Deepens the chocolate, keeps it nice and moist. I don't make the rules. A chocolate potato cake from
Potato. Interesting. Could work.
1912. This is why we don't perform lobotomies anymore. Boil a potato. Did I mention this was a cake? Skins stay on, unlike Americans. Fire! Cream the butter. Can we at least have coffee first? Butter go boom. Should be a pale white. Eggy. Wakey wakey. Who's tough now? Moo juice. Bloop. Sim-a-nim. Chocolate. I bet this recipe is just all the wrong answers on a baking test. Smells like dentures. Go away. Goodbye. For the icing, we boil butter, sugar, milk, and chocolate. My time has come. Not bad, dead people. All right. You're not supposed to work. It's incredible, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah, but like for these type of recipes, would you really go out of your way to make it, or would you just make a chocolate cake? You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't go out of my way to make it, but it's cool that it works.
Christmas crack from the 70s. Now, if it weren't already
Crack? Huh?
obvious by the name, this recipe hails from the USA, where it is a Christmas staple. They do things differently around here. We start with a whole sleeve of saltine crackers. I'm guessing that's where the name comes from, which is disappointing. We line these
Oh, that's what they meant.
up flat over some good foil. Now into a saucepan goes 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Fire! We're boiling for 5 minutes. Bubble, bubble. Now we pour this over the crackers. With the saltine. Oh dear. Then 350 for 7 minutes. As soon as these come out of the oven, we top with a whole bag of chalky chips. Then spread. Ooh, I see what you're working with. Then you can top this with whatever you want. I'm gonna use walnuts.
I'd put marshmallows. Honestly, this doesn't look too bad.
To the fridge. Done. Hello. And now we crack the sheet. The name is making a lot more sense now. Christmas. America, you've done it again. This is fantastic. The Christmas fruitcake from 1900. So I've never made a fruitcake, but if you're anything like me, you are one.
Damn.
1.5 cups of butter and 3 cups of brown sugar. Half cup of treacle and 6 eggs. How big is this cake? 4.5 cups of flour. Nutmeg. Cloves.
That's a ginormous cake, no?
Allspice. Cinnamon. Plus 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. Get in. I present to you the fruit. The mix is 8 ounces each of candied orange peel, pineapple, cherries, dried figs, currants, dates, raisins, all soaked in an obscene amount of brandy. Look away, kids.
Damn.
Oh, that hurts. It's been festering for a few days. 3 cups of walnuts. This is ridiculous. A lot of fruit, brandy, and nuts. Sounds like a good weekend. 300 for 2 hours. Done. Now time for a cheesecloth and more brandy.
Damn. They were just like, we need an excuse to drink an excessive amount of brandy. How do we do it? I have just the idea.
How's that? And now we just wait. Ooh. I feel like I'm exhuming a body. Hello.
I mean, it's fruit. Probably tastes really good, but I felt like the amount was excessive.
Well, it's very moist and very potent. Don't feed too much to Grandpa. He won't make it down the stairs. Love it or hate it, it's the taste of Christmas. And that's
Alcoholism cake. Gotcha. Well, I gotta try this one then.
quite fine by me. Coconut ice from 61. Now, it's come
Ooh.
to my attention that a lot of Americans don't like coconut. And you know what? It's okay to be wrong. But
Yeah, coconut is goated. What do you mean?
this here is an old school British candy which looks too simple to be good. We begin with a 15-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Half of it goes in one bowl, the other half in another. Then into each bowl goes a cup of powdered sugar. My sweet tooth is tingling. Mix. Then we dye one bowl pink by using a few drops of red food coloring. You know, as a kid, I've always loved pink, which was the first of many signs, and a little bit of nude. Finally, to each bowl goes 2 cups of coconut flakes. Don't use sweetened. You will kill somebody. 1, 2. Then to an 8-inch parchment-lined pan goes the first layer. Gotta pack it tight.
Oh,
And the second.
layers.
This is fun. And that's it. Pop it in the fridge for at least 3 hours to set. Ooh. Oh my goodness. These are just lovely. What do you think?
There's no ice in these.
The perfect summer candy. Copycat Almond Joys from 1953. Yes, copycat recipes are nothing new, and neither are Almond Joys. In fact, one Mrs. Kirk from Montgomery, Alabama loved them so much she wanted to make them herself.
I don't know Almond Joys. I think I'm missing out here. I assume it's some sort of candy that people used to really like back in the day.
Let's go, honey. We start with an entire 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, to which we add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Mix. Then comes 4 cups of unsweetened coconut. That's a lot. Come on. Then press it into a large parchment-lined pan. I'm using a 13 by 9 inch, but you could use anything similar, like a casserole dish. Once everything's flat and even, you're gonna need some almonds. You just line them up and press them in. This is so satisfying. Now this goes to the fridge, preferably overnight. It just needs to be really hard. Ooh, cut. Yes. Now 4 cups of chocolate and 2 teaspoons of shortening or coconut oil, melting over a double boiler. Fire! Then dip and cover. Hello!
Ah.
Let them set.
Oh, so it's just like a Snickers bar. I didn't think this would look like a chocolate bar in the end.
On the money. Look at that. We did that. Mrs. Kirk, you're my hero.
This was really fun. I kind of have the weird urge to try some of these, particularly still that very first recipe with that like whipped cream and all the fruit. That one looked delicious. Which one did I also like? I'm also really curious about the Sauerkraut one, just because I need to know how it tastes, you know? There was quite a few of these that I'd want to see if they're good.